Spark and Seed proudly presents Spies and Deceptions, the untold stories of women that changed Southeast Asian histories. Wars are often fought with swords, guns, and brute force. But what if the most dangerous weapon was neither steel nor gunpowder? What if it was something far more subtle, far more insidious? Throughout history, kings and generals have wielded power on the battlefield, but behind the scenes, another force was at play. Women, used as spies, seductresses, and political infiltrators to sabotage enemies, extract secrets, and alter the course of entire nations. From the mysterious Cham concubine, who orchestrated the downfall of an empire, to the Viet Cong agents who seduced American soldiers for intelligence, women have been at the center of some of Southeast Asia's most dramatic power struggles. Some were willing participants, others pawns in a larger game of manipulation. Some used their charms willingly, while others were forced into a role that history has often erased or overlooked. In this video, we unravel the untold stories of espionage, betrayal, and political deception, where beauty was weaponized and seduction was a tool of war. These are not just tales of romance, but of power, strategy, and ultimate control. The question is, how much of history has been rewritten by the silent hands of women operating from the shadows? Stay with us as we dive into the dark, secretive world of spies, seductresses, and power-hungry rulers who used women as their deadliest assets. One of the earliest recorded instances of women being used as tools for espionage in Southeast Asia comes from the Champa Kingdom, present-day central Vietnam. In the 1471 Vietnamese invasion led by Emperor Le Thanh Tong, Vietnamese spies were allegedly planted in the Cham royal court, disguised as concubines and noblewomen. A Vietnamese concubine of King Tra Tuan, the last ruler of Champa, reportedly manipulated him into making poor military decisions, which contributed to the downfall of Champa. This led to the sack of the Cham capital Vijaya, marking the beginning of Vietnamese dominance in the region. Many Cham noblewomen were then taken as war captives and forced into concubinage, further assimilating Cham elites into Vietnamese rule. During the long-standing conflicts between Ayutthaya, the present-day Thailand, and Burma, Thai rulers used female spies and seductresses to infiltrate Burmese ranks. Thai women were trained to charm Burmese generals and officers, extract intelligence, and weaken their loyalty to Burma. Some women infiltrated enemy camps and manipulated military campaigns, delaying crucial Burmese offensives. There are recorded instances where Thai women deliberately caused discord between Burmese military leaders, creating power struggles that benefited Ayutthaya. During the Nguyen dynasty, Vietnamese emperors strategically placed concubines and noblewomen as informants within the imperial palace to control political factions and prevent rebellions. Emperor Jialong, who reigns from 1802 to 1820, and later rulers encouraged the recruitment of noblewomen into the royal harem, where they had access to high-ranking officials and could report political intrigues. Many concubines acted as double agents, spying on rival factions and even passing intelligence to external forces. This tactic ensured that rival clans remained under watchful eyes, preventing coups and dissent within the empire. During French colonial rule in Indochina, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, both the French and local resistance forces used women as spies, informants, and seductresses. French intelligence agencies recruited Vietnamese women, especially from elite families, to act as informants within nationalist movements. Some women working in colonial brothels were actually French intelligence assets, gathering information from resistance leaders who frequented these establishments. Conversely, anti-colonial groups also deployed female spies to infiltrate French administrative circles, sometimes marrying French officers to gain influence. One particularly intriguing but unverified theory suggests that a Vietnamese mistress of a French governor may have played a role in influencing colonial policies, including the annexation of Phu Quoc and Kampuchea Krom to Vietnam. However, official records attribute these territorial decisions to colonial administration and geopolitical interests rather than personal relationships. During the Philippine Revolution against Spanish rule, women played critical roles in espionage within the Katipunan, a secret revolutionary society. Many Filipino women worked as maids, concubines, and servants in Spanish households, using their positions to eavesdrop on military discussions. Some engaged in romantic relationships with Spanish officers, gaining access to strategic plans and relaying them to revolutionaries. These female spies helped delay arrests and ambushes against Filipino rebels, contributing to the success of the movement. During the Vietnam War, the CIA-backed Royal Lao government employed female spies to seduce North Vietnamese officers stationed in Laos. These women were tasked with infiltrating Vietnamese camps, gaining trust, and extracting military intelligence. Some married enemy officers, serving as deep cover informants while posing as devoted wives. This tactic was part of the broader US and Laotian strategy to weaken North Vietnamese influence in Laos, though its success remains debated. One of the most well-documented cases of espionage involving women in Southeast Asia occurred during the Vietnam War. The Viet Cong actively recruited female operatives to infiltrate US military bases and intelligence networks. These women often posed as bar girls, entertainers, or domestic workers, engaging in romantic relationships with American soldiers. Some even married high-ranking US officers, gaining access to classified military documents. Their intelligence efforts provided the Viet Cong with critical strategic insights, helping them plan ambushes disrupt American operations, and weaken morale among U.S. troops. While traditional espionage tactics involving women have declined, honey trap operations still exist in modern Southeast Asia. Security agencies in Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand have raised concerns over foreign intelligence operatives using seduction to extract corporate and political secrets. Reports suggest that Chinese intelligence has deployed female operatives to establish romantic relationships with Southeast Asian businessmen and politicians, embedding themselves into government affairs. From ancient royal courts to modern intelligence networks, women have been weaponized as spies, infiltrators, and seductresses to alter the course of history. These are the untold stories of power, deception, and silent influence. The question remains, how many wars have been won, not on the battlefield, but in the shadows, through whispered secrets and hidden betrayals? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment or two. At Spark and Seed, igniting ideas, growing knowledge.